don't do that. Hey guys, Creator2 here, and I don't even know how to start this video. So let's just say I woke up this morning and in my subscriptions box I found a video from Megan, and it was titled, Why I Don't Voice Act in the Community Anymore. And so I watched it, and she literally talked about so many things that I've been wanting to address for a really long time, but I've just been kind of scared to, because I know people will probably kind of like hate on me for it, I don't know, but just seeing her post a video about it, I think I want to express my feelings on it too. Like, a lot of what she had to say I feel really did mean a lot, but I also have some other things I kind of wanted to say about it. Quit texting. Okay. But yeah, it's just, okay. So Megan basically described, like, she basically talked about like what model horse movie making means to people, and it's like, and obviously the whole thing about the video was like about copying, but it's like, she's completely right with the whole fact that, like, yes, a movie represents you. It represents your personality and what you've been through and the opinions you have on the world and just everything. So it's like you put so much effort and so much of you into that movie, and it's completely accurate. Like, yes, I was inspired by a lot of things to create Our Last Hope, but there's so many things, and actually there are a lot of things into the events that happen in Our Last Hope that really represent me. Not so much the characters. I feel as though Yuki is a very big representation of me regarding like her flaws. Like, she's a very big perfectionist, and she tends to like speak before she thinks, and that's very me. I think I based Yuki a lot off of me, and that's probably why I don't really like her. She's honestly not one of my favorite characters. But what is going on? Okay, you put like everything you have into your series, and then the whole thing comes about when idiots just start like copying you. And I do agree with what Megan said regarding copying, that it takes, you're stealing someone's personality and you're stealing all of that crap. But it's like, I kind of understand why people do it. Like, it makes sense why people do it. It's because people just want to be popular. That's all it is. And I say this because I have fallen into this whole crowd before. Like, oh my gosh. Like, I'll never forget, like, okay, let's just kind of go from a certain point in time, let's say. So when poetry kind of was becoming popular, when like empathy was kind of a thing, and then Vengeance Reign finally became a thing, the community began to shift. And I don't want to say in a negative way or a positive way. It was like both. Like, positive wise, like, yeah, like people got a lot more serious about it, like cinematography started getting better, like all these things just started getting better. And with those things getting better, people just blatantly just started to copy. Like, there was that whole like letterbox movement. I'm almost positive everyone remembers that. Like, again, I fell into that. Like, Poetry had letterbox on her videos, and if you don't know what that is, it's like the two black bars at the top. And so everyone started to do that. I started to do that. Like, I will admit that full-heartedly, and I still do that. And then like she literally like took the letterbox off, and then everyone like took their letterboxes off, and I was like, no, I'm keeping mine because I like mine. I've fallen victim to that, I will admit. But just like, that's an example. But, and then just like, if, like, even Megan was like the whole don't call me young Philly thing, like that, just, if I see one more horse in the cloak, I think I will explode. I actually will explode. So it's like, you just take things from people, and okay, I say that it's for popularity because that's the only reason I can really think of. And then also Megan mentioned the fact that like, you don't want to be judged for who you are and you're too scared to put yourself out there. Like, that completely makes sense as well. But like, okay, it was around the time that I made episode 4 of Our Last Hope. I was not doing it for the reason I started making model horse movies. I was just doing it blatantly to get views, blatantly to get popular, blatantly just so that people would know me, and I didn't even care about my own series that much. Like, it just made me so mad. I think what made me so mad was that like my quality wasn't up to par with a lot of things going on. Like, I was really freaking jealous of Poetry. I was like, she's got like everything, and like I want to be like her, so I started freaking using the letterbox, and I like tried to like do things, and like it just wasn't fun. And I was like, that, I know that's the only reason people copy. I know, and it's such a stupid reason, because when you learn, like, you will be so much prouder of yourself when you are original in your work, and when you actually take the time to develop something that means something to you and to other people. That's original, that's cool, that's creative. I just can't. Like, I've done things that I know I shouldn't have before. And but the thing is, I've at least like learned from them. It's like I know what I've done wrong and I'm moving on from it. But so many people just like take everything from everyone's movies. Like I just can't get over the amount of like, okay, not that there's anything wrong with medieval movies, don't get me wrong. Like a big thing back in the past was Conquering Tide, like obviously, and that had like tons of magic in it and stuff, and like the Four Elements had magic, and Our Last Hope is magic, so it's not like that. But like I'm fine with medieval, but the fact that so many people are just like horses with cloaks and like adventurous fools and just it's like I barely watch a good movie anymore. Like, one reason I wanted to do Creator 2 Reacts in the first place was to maybe get involved with the community a little bit more, but, like, it's hard to when no one has any original content. Like, one reason I'm so obsessed with Blood Moon by Crystal Moon Warrior is because of how freaking original it is. Like, it's so cool, and obviously, like, it has magic in it and stuff and ninjas, and, like, I think that's, like, cool. I prefer that genre personally, but, I don't know. This video is a mess. It's honestly just a rant. I'm not expecting perfection out of this at all. I guess what I'm just trying to say is people copy for popularity, and like that's not fun. You're gonna be so much more proud if you gain recognition, and that shouldn't be the number one reason you're even making a movie. If you gain recognition through your own original work, nothing will feel better. It's the most amazing feeling in the world. Knowing that people enjoy something you put so much time and effort into and so much of yourself into. Like, it's a passion of mine. I want to be involved with film when I grow up. Like, you're just going to be so much more proud of yourself if you just be original. And I know, like, Cassidy left a comment on Megan's video about how, like, there's a fine line between originality or copying and influence. And I completely agree with that because I know that a lot of people in the community are really young, and like, I can understand that, but there comes a point when you copy things word for word. Like, you know what's wrong and what's right. You know what you're doing. Because I knew what I was doing. I knew I was, like, kind of copying off. No, I was copying off of poetry, but I knew what was wrong, but I kept freaking doing it. But you have to learn from that, and you have to be original. So, I guess, why do I make model horse movies? I make model horse movies. Like, Megan's number one reason was, like, to express herself. I feel that I just started because, you know, it was fun. It looked fun, Blaze and I did it just for fun, but now it is more like, I just love creating a story. I just have a passion for it. I love the filming, I love the editing. Like, there's just so much about it, about the process that I'm in love with. And it's like, I get to meet new amazing people with model horse movies, and I love it. Of course, like I said, like, I think a solid maybe 40% of the whole process, or just what I gain out of model horse movie making, is seeing everyone's reactions. So yes, like, I do enjoy people seeing my stuff, but I don't want it enough to the extent of, like, trying to copy something that's been incredibly successful. But I guess just to sum things up, because this video is a mess. People copy for popularity, but trust in yourself and be original, because the outcome you will get from that is beyond this world. You will be so proud of yourself. There's no need to copy. People won't respect you for it. It makes people like me and Megan really freaking mad. It's not fun for anyone. Just have confidence in yourself and put yourself on the line. You can't live with fear. Making a movie requires you to have courage because you do put so much stuff into that. Like, don't be afraid. Like, people will love it for whoever you are. But yeah, I guess just copying is because of popularity. At least I think it is. And be original because you'll be proud of what you do. I guess that's all I really wanted to say. I don't know. I'm just sick of it. I know this is a rant, but I'm sick of it, guys. I'm sick of it. Okay, well, I guess that's all I'm gonna say. There's nothing else to say, so bye.